Just moments away before they step on the world's biggest stage, I'm flying to one of the most remote training camps to see what it really takes to become a member of Alpine and Ski Cross Canada. Welcome to day number 1 here on Mount Sima. We have officially made it to the Yukon territory here in Canada for the National Alpine Team's training camp. And I have to be honest with you, this is probably one of the most beautiful venues I've ever stepped foot on. Now, because we are so far up, you might be noticing that the sun is basically just now coming up, and it is literally 10:30. So it takes a little while for things to get going here, but once they do, man, is it ever worth it. So right now the hill is currently not open to the public. Any people that you see using the mountain right now, athletes. During our time on the ground, we will be following around national team member Chris Mahler, who is entering his 12th professional year in the sport.
You gotta break him in.
There, now throw this.
Toy, toy! I do just want to give a quick thank you to Air North, the Yukon's airline, for their support with this video. Honestly, their help meant the world to me, and they have so many incredible flight options. I really recommend you check it out. It makes traveling to this part of the world so much easier and so much more affordable.
Yeah, first time up here. You know what? I didn't do any research. I didn't really know what to expect, but it's been awesome. I mean, this little resort, Mount Sima here, is fantastic. Now we're just gonna jump over into some GS, and it looks like kind of a spicy little hill. So it's gonna be, it looks like some steep section and a bunch of rolls, which always makes it fun. So hopefully my head's on straight for this training session. I think as an athlete, you, especially at like the top level, you train yourself sometimes to be like
so dialed,
and like that external pressure and sometimes even that external enjoyment, you're like so focused on what you're trying to do, and yeah, you kind of miss that, maybe that moment. Whereas like it's as a support staff or kind of someone sitting as a fly on the wall with some of these teams or athletes, you're like, whoa, yeah, this is pretty extreme. Day ones are always interesting. You're always a little stiff getting off the plane from travel. But it was good, and new location too, so we didn't, you kind of have to like figure out how everything works. Yeah, we just had a little start section this morning, just kind of get the hips moving, legs underneath us, and then GS this afternoon. Whenever you get the opportunity to make your own food, I would say it's a lot easier. You just go to the grocery store like this and you can kind of pick out what you want. For me personally, like what I've done is I've actually done some nutrition training and schooling in it. So I'm able to make like better decisions, especially like when you're at buffets. You can kind of understand what macros you're putting in your body and maybe what you need, and it's not just like how you feel on one day, it's how you fuel yourself for an entire season. So yeah, picking the right foods has always been important to me.
Quick grocery shop after training to prepare for a team dinner, and when you look around, the wild thing to think about is the majority of people in this room have won a World Cup before. A little bit of an earlier start for day number 2 because it's earlier. You can also tell very much pitch black, but let's get her going. Being as high up in the world as we are, day 2 starts before the sun even does. Watching these practice sessions live is a complete privilege. I mean, my goodness, this is just such a unique environment. Now look at this. I think one of the things that's really cool that I'm learning about this sport as well too is just like the efforts that the support staff put in before the athletes even hit the hill. I mean, they're all setting up down there, and skiers won't be up here for like another hour.
Get ready! Attention! International competition like right here at home is fantastic. I mean, you get to see the best in the world and train right beside them, and the nice thing is we're all friends, so we're all laughing at the bottom, but it's like good hard training every day. A little different conditions today with the snow, and we also got a little bit more of a track built overnight, so a couple turns and a few more rolls down at the bottom. But yeah, no, it's not a bad day. I'm dealing with like a little bit of a elbow injury right now, so that's kind of annoying, but I was able to drop the poles and just kind of focus on some different components. So some days that's what you got to do. Can't be perfect every day.
And one of the things that I want to point out is just how unique this channel is. Thank you all for the support in 2025. As you know, we're trying to reach an ESPN show. So if you can do us a favor, hit that subscribe button so they notice us, and only bigger and better things are going to happen in 2026. I can feel it. And considering as this is the last video of the year, I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody who has shown all the love throughout 2025. After day 2, it's awesome to get to see some of the best athletes in the world try their hand at a new sport. Being on the road for weeks on end, though, it's important to have a good roommate.
How are you feeling this morning?
Stiff. Yeah. Tired. But not bad. Spirits are high.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good day. Once we get this banana honey peanut butter delight in my mouth, I'll do much better. But this is our humble abode.
Chris is probably one of the best roommates. He spent a lot of time with teammates. I sleep really well, and I think Chris sleeps really well quietly. Same with like Gavin and Carson are usually pretty quiet, but I mean everyone they try and make it like even so everyone gets to sleep with
The loud sleepers.
the loud sleepers at least once just to break it up so they're not always together. But it's nice to have like 4 people that are not loud sleepers so then we can alternate a little bit. But it's pretty good. Chris likes the same food that I like, so makes buying groceries easy.
Alright. Time? Time to rip.
And here we have it, our 3rd and final day in paradise. What a treat this has been. And that wraps up our week here in the Yukon. In the meantime, stay best kind.